Hello there. I understand you've been having some anxiety. It's been pretty bad, hasn't it? Listen, we've all been there. It's not just you, and you're not just alone. So I want you to know that I am here for you. If you're ever having some troubles, you send me a message. If I can help out, I will. But this is what I want you to know. I'll get the boring part out of the way. Is if you're having anxiety from a mental illness, if this has been going on for a long time, I want you to think about going to see a therapist. There's some things they might be able to do to help you. That's not what I'm here to do today. What I'm here to do is if you're having some anxiety that's just really edging on you, I'm here to kind of take that off. We're going to take off the edges of that. So, what we're going to do is we're going to turn your anxiety back on itself. How's that sound? Now, I know this sounds a little bit odd, but what I want you to do is I want you to think about your anxiety. And not just think about your anxiety. I want you to think about the worst case scenario. So, think about if you're anxious about your job, what's the worst thing that could happen? Well, I could lose my job. I could lose my job and then I wouldn't be able to pay my rent. And if I can't pay my rent, then I might lose my apartment. I might be homeless. See, that's the worst case scenario. But here's the thing. If you put your brain on that and really think about it, what happens is your brain gets kind of bored of thinking about it, and it starts to move on to other things. Whereas if you keep trying to push it down, your brain will keep sneaking it back. So I know it's hard, but I want you to spend a minute and just think about the worst case scenario from your anxiety. And you will actually rob it of some of its power. You will start to take control. But while you're doing that, I'm going to help you. I want you to imagine that your anxiety is building up in your chest. Can you feel it? Unfortunately, I'm sure you do. So, what I'm going to do is just to have you breathe in one time. Breathe out. Now, I want you to imagine my hand. Imagine this hand here. I'm going to reach up and I'm going to touch you on the chest. I'm going to touch you very gently on the bare chest. And I'm going to reach and I'm going to pull out some of your anxiety. Can you feel it? That's right. You can feel it. It's going to just slowly come towards me. It's going to come towards me. Feel that anxiety bleeding off you and into me. Now you might say to yourself, but you can't take my anxiety. You'd be anxious. But it's your anxiety. It doesn't have a place. It's like a fly that's not adapted to that environment. You set it loose, it doesn't make a million flies, it dies. So I'm going to take more of your anxiety. I want you to think about it. Let it rise up in your chest. And then I'm going to reach forward and I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to reach forward and I'm going to pull it out. Now, I can't just leave you like that, because that's leaving you empty. And we don't want you empty. So what I've got in abundance is hope, joy, laughter. I'm just brimming over with all of those things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up some of my joy and happiness. And I want you to imagine my hand coming and it's touching you right on the side of your face, very gently reaching, touching you on the side of the face. And I'm going to give you some of that joy. Can you feel it? It's starting to move right into your body. It's starting to move right in there. There you go. Can you feel that? Feels pretty good, don't it? Now, I wish that we could just make everything go away and everything be hunky-dory, but we both know it doesn't work like that. We both know that your anxiety is going to ebb and flow and come and go, and you might even be feeling a lot better right now. But then you lay down to go to sleep tonight. And what happens when your head just hits that old pillow? It's going to hit that pillow, and you're going to feel it start to rise up in you. It's going to try to get back into your chest. But we're not going to let it do that. So tonight, when you lay down in your bed, and you're wearing your jammies, and you're getting ready to go to bed, and you lay your head on that pillow, I want you, if that anxiety is rising up, I want you to let it rise up. And imagine that I'm standing on the side of your bed, and I come and I place a hand on your shoulder. You're laying on your side, and I place my hand on your shoulder, and I say, it's all right. It's all right. Everything's gonna be all right. And I want you to feel that anxiety, and it's just rising out of you, rising out of you into me. And you can just feel it dissipating on the wind, because it's got no place here. Now, you might think that I'm going to put more things back in you, but that's not going to happen, because you don't need it. What instead we're going to do is you're going to reach down deep when you're in that sleeping state, when you're getting ready to go to bed, and you're going to, now that your anxiety's gone down just a smidge, you're going to think about the happy times of your life. Think about one of your favorite times that you laughed. Think about your laugh. Now, it can be the silliest thing. Maybe one of your friends told a stupid joke. Maybe you saw something on television that was ridiculous. Maybe you watched a video on YouTube and it took you by surprise and you just guffawed with laughter. In that moment, you did not know anxiety. You can't laugh like that. A surprise. You can't laugh like that and have anxiety at the same time. So what I want you to do is I want you to open your mouth alone on the bed and say, ha, ha, ha. Just like that. Not forced, not fake, just letting it out. Ha, ha, ha. And as you do, those memories of laughter will come back to you. You'll think about all the times that you laughed, all the times that you had the simplest joys. And what you're going to do while you're going to sleep is you're going to think to yourself, how am I going to have more of those tomorrow? Even if it's just watching a silly video with a kitten tomorrow on YouTube, do that. Even if it's just telling your friend something silly that happened, do that. Even if it's just remembering another time, do that. But think about those times as you fall asleep, and you'll feel your anxiety ebbing away, drawing into me and instead finding happy memories. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, why don't you look down in the comments? There's a way for you to support me on Patreon. I sure do appreciate it. It really helps me make more of these videos. And hey, I hope your anxiety gets out of here and is gone for good.